Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot.com, and this week I wanted to show you a simple thank you card. I'm going to be using glitter paper. This is actually from My Mind's Eye, and the nice thing is when you have glittered paper like this with a nice pattern, you don't have to do very much to make your project because it already has a beautiful design on it. So I have that to make my card. I also have some lace ribbon, and this is just the kind that you would just get at any craft store already on the spool. And I have a chipboard tag that says thankful on it, and I was just going to use alpha stickers, or you could just use die cut letters too, but since I had this I'm going to use that today. And I took 2 flowers and just got a button and threaded some craft thread through it and tied it and just glued that in the center. I also have old paper ink from Ranger, and I have fired brick, and I have my ink blending tool, and I have a few little crystal diamond stickers here, so I'm going to be using those also, and I think that's all I'm going to need. Okay, so if you can see, this lace ribbon is actually white, and I wanted a little bit more of a vintage look to it, so all I'm going to do, instead of taking hours and hours to soak it in tea and dry it and all that, I'm just going to take old paper ink, get my ink blending tool inked up, and I'm just going to rub this right on the lace, and this is just the easy way of having it look vintage without the time-consuming processes that you could get into. So just rub it right over that, and it's just beautiful. Just a little bit off-white, and it'll darken maybe a little bit as it dries, but it just looks really nice right away. And I'm just going to simply place this right across my card. This kind of thing can be a little bit tricky to glue, but I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue right on the edge. I use a lot of this Aleene's tacky glue just because it's thick and it works for so many things without making a big wet mess out of it. So I'm just going to simply put this across my card. And then for my thankful tag, I kind of wanted the edges to be defined a little bit more. If you see, when I put it on the card, it just almost blends into the background because it's about the same color green as that stripe on my paper. So I'm going to bring out the edges a little bit more. Just dip my tool right into my ink there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of ink around the edges just to bring them out a little bit. Okay, and it doesn't make much of a difference, but it's enough that we're going to be able to see it on our card. And that's going to go right on the top of our card, a little over to the right. Okay, just like that. Next, this is a really fast card. Next we're going to just put our flower kind of overlapping the tag and overlapping the ribbon. And then for the final touch on our card, I'm going to take these little diamond stickers and I'm just going to set them right in between that lace. Just try to bring attention to the edge of that lace that will draw the edges out a little bit more. I'm just going to stick them right in between these little points on it. I had a couple of these cut already, but they came all joined together, so I have to cut a few more. And this is just a really fast card, but it has a really beautiful look to it. It kind of looks like you took a lot of time on it, and it was only just a few minutes. So there we go. And it really, really is just that simple to have a really beautiful card. Thanks so much for watching.